G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are doing our tips for round 9 of the 2015 AFL season. Big round coming up.
You're looking pretty fresh today, mate. I'm just saying.
Oh, thanks mate. You're the trendsetter this week, so
No.
you were the one at the engagement party, so I thought I'd just try and match it and get a bit of consistency going with the... I can't remember what the word is.
We're looking sharp
Yeah,
today.
yep, no, perfect.
That's enough of self-loving comments. We'll get the tips.
I think you're right. We're not self-proclaimed gentlemen. Anyway, Sydney and Carlton head to the SCG on the Friday night.
What a blockbuster.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it. It could be Thursday night, because sometimes they play on the Thursday night, but anyway, how do we see it?
Yeah, Sydney by 79 points here. God.
Okay, yep.
I just think they'll smash them. They've just beaten the Hawks. Carlton are just travelling terribly. It could be worse than that too. It could bump three figures, you never know, but...
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how they got so many blockbuster games, the Blues, but it's struggle city for them, but what about you?
It's been like that for the last few years. They've just got every Friday night game possible. It's annoying.
Yeah.
But I've tipped Sydney by 120 points. I think
Wow.
it'll be a bit of an introduction. I mean, we only beat them by 77. I don't think margins don't matter too much, but the SCG, pretty hostile crowd there, and they'll be their best after beating the Hawks, as you said, and Carlton could not be going any worse at the moment.
No, they couldn't.
So that's a pretty simple one. Hawthorn and the Gold Coast at Aurora Stadium.
Yeah.
What's going to happen here?
Another brutal one. I think I've gone the Hawks by 94 points. They tend to bounce back in pretty heavy fashion.
They do,
but
yep.
Can't string any games together. Any
No.
wins together, I should say.
Yeah, at least multiple wins.
Yeah. Well, the Gold Coast and the Blues are probably the two most out of fashion sides of the competition at the moment.
Seems to be the case.
So they'll both cop thrashings, I think. So,
Yeah, it's a heavy introduction couple of games.
Yeah.
Going the Hawks by 80 points. I think Hawthorn just naturally bounce back and thrash the opposition, and Gold Coast, along with Carlton, probably the worst side in the competition, performing at this point in time. So that's those ones there. Melbourne and Port Adelaide. This will be an interesting one.
Yeah, I would have loved the luxury.
TP is the ground it's at. I can't remember exactly what that's called, but
Is that in Cairns?
I would say probably. I think they played there last year and it was like 10 points in it or something.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, I've gone Port Adelaide by 23 points, but not with a great deal of confidence. I would have liked to see their match against the Tigers this afternoon. Of course, we're filming a bit earlier as usual.
Yep.
So, my tip could possibly change because the D's are flying at the moment. They're up on the Dogs.
Yeah, 20 points last we checked.
Yeah, it's half time right now. So, depending on a couple of results, I might want to tip the D's, but I'll go the stock standard Port Adelaide just because you surely think they're better than what they are performing at the moment.
Exactly. I've gone with Port Adelaide by 3 points. No great deal of confidence.
Close one.
No great deal of confidence here. Along with you, mates. Yeah, I think it was a pretty close one last year, and Melbourne have improved and Port Adelaide haven't. So, yeah, I think it'll naturally be a bit closer, but no idea on this one. It'll be a tough game to tip.
Yes, it will.
But you would think the better side would win.
Mm.
Who's the better side, though? That's the real question. Now we're getting X-Files happening.
Yeah.
The Western Bulldogs and GWS, speaking of exciting teams this year at Etihad Stadium.
Yeah, my love affair continues with the Giants, mate. I've tipped them
Oh,
by a
God.
goal. I know, you think I'm getting a bit carried away, but they're playing an amazing footy.
Yeah, they are, yep.
I do expect them to slow up at some point, maybe have a game or two where they slump down a little. This could be one of them. The Dogs are playing pretty good footy. This could be, it's a real 50-50 game, hence I've only gone the one goal. But yeah, I just love the way the Giants get it at half back and just run. They're bloody quick and
They sure are.
so skilled, sharp hands, devastating stuff. So, Giants for me.
I've gone with the Western Bulldogs by 11 points. It's to flip the coin this one. I mean, it'll make or break your tip, whoever you pick. So, yeah, Giants don't play as well in Melbourne, of course, but I don't think that matters too much. They beat him at Etihad last year.
Yeah,
Devon Smith's moment where he kicked the winning goal. It didn't
the biggest
matter.
moment he's ever had.
The biggest moment he's ever had, according to Dwayne Russell. So, it's a tough one to tip. I honestly don't know.
That's back-to-back tips. You just don't know, mate.
Pretty much,
Are you taking this seriously?
Trying to.
Okay.
Well, we'll move on to the next game, which I don't know either. So we've got Richmond and Essendon at the MCG. It may depend on how Richmond perform this afternoon against Port Adelaide.
Yeah, very true. Well, I've tipped them by 2 points, but again, a bit of a proviso on this afternoon's events. The Dons beat the Lions, but not a massive kill there. Essendon, yeah.
Did they bet Port Adelaide?
Simplistic tips, eh? Nah, it's a very tough season to tip. It's up and down, but these are two sides that are tough to get a gauge on. So I have gone your old 50-50 tip and flip of a coin, and yeah, the teams might even change my view. Who knows?
Yeah, it's awesome, mate. I've gone Richmond by 4 points, so I've doubled you up there. It'll be a close one, and these games, generally early in the year, I think the Bombers tend to win the dream time of the G, and then later in the year, the Tigers win because the Bombers have just slowed down because they traditionally do over the last 5 years. So, yeah, not a great deal of confidence in this one either. It'll be a tough round, that's for sure, but that's my tip for that game. Well, Adelaide and Fremantle, Adelaide Oval.
Yeah,
Dockers are flying.
Another fairly tough one. Yeah, you just expect them to drop off ever so slightly at some point, though. I mean, every club will. Like, you win and win and win, but eventually have your down game or two.
Yep.
If you can get away with a win when you're not at your best, even better. But this game's a bit tough, I reckon. I've tipped the Dockers by 20 points, but I expect the Crows to really challenge them for 2 or 3 quarters, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just being in Adelaide and a bit of a response, I think.
Yeah.
Just a bit of a gut feel, I think. So.
No, fair enough. I don't think they will respond because they're not a good team.
They're
they're an okay team. Like, they might make top 6 at best, but
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I've gone with the Dockers by 29 points, so I think they're the class outfit. But I also do agree that they are bound to drop off at some point. That's why I thought it'd be a close game between them and North. Didn't turn out to be, but yeah, at some point they will. Don't know when, but I think the Dockers will be pretty comfortable here. Ross Lyon knows how to get the job done. I don't think it phases him where it's played at.
Yeah, very cool.
Alrighty, Brisbane and St Kilda at the Gabba. We've got another blockbuster on our hands here.
Yeah, I've tipped the Lions by 7 points, but yeah, not a great deal of confidence. Can we tip anything with confidence these days? I don't know. But again, it's one of these two sides that, at their best, they're capable of causing upsets and decent performances, but neither are fantastic teams. You'd probably both expect them to be in the bottom 4, certainly towards the bottom of the ladder.
Yep.
Just a few more injuries for the Saints, I think, and always tougher to travel for a younger side. So, and Brisbane have shown better signs in the last 3 weeks. So
they have, yeah.
On that basis, I'll tip them.
Awesome. I've gone with Brisbane by 13 points. I think they'll be alright to get across the line. I mean, at the Gabba, they generally play much better footy, as it's been well shown. Port Adelaide's a good example. Don't know what's going on with them at the moment, but so they've got back into a bit of form, and as you said, travelling a younger side, it's always tough, really tough to get a win, and if you do win, it's amazing.
Yeah, very good.
So I think it would have to be a pretty big upset for the Saints to win. So Collingwood and North Melbourne at the MCG on the Sunday. How do we see this one going?
Yeah, I've tipped North Melbourne by 34 points.
Yeah.
Pretty confident with that one, actually.
Confident. Is that your game changer?
The game changer. Campbell Brown style, eh?
He's good at them.
Yeah. No, I think they'll get up here. A bit of a response as well, but the Pies were pretty decent against the Suns, but again,
the Suns.
Gold Coast aren't much chop, are they? So, I do think North Melbourne are better than what they have been producing.
For sure.
I just expect a solid 4-quarter performance to get the job done over a side that I don't think's a top 8 team.
Yeah,
I think North Melbourne are probably top 6. So.
There you go. Yeah, I've gone with North Melbourne by 20 points. I think they'll get home relatively comfortably here. I think they're genuinely the much better side. They generally respond pretty well as well from a loss. They seem to win every second week, maybe like Hawthorn. So
it's a bad loss too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my tip for that one. But the last one of the weekend, mate, West Coast and Geelong at Domain Stadium. Are we scared about this one? Because I am.
Yeah, I'm a bit scared, I've tipped West Coast by the 4 points here.
4, yeah.
But I do give us a sneaky chance. I think I'm yet to be fully convinced by the Eagles, as we discuss a little further in the Geelong review.
Yeah, if you want to check that out.
Check that out. It'll be in the recent uploads for us. But yeah, I think West Coast will just be too strong. I really do think I think it could go either way, but you got to judge them on face value so far, and while I feel they will eventually drop off, at the moment they're pretty confident and in good form,
exactly.
So that will prove pretty telling, I'd say.
Definitely. I've gone with West Coast by 7 points. I think for them to play decent football, or their best football, is better or more easy to apply to us and us, going full tilt.
Especially over there.
Over there, yeah. So I think they won't have to they're absolutely best to beat us.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And I think everything in AFL will have to go right for us to win. So I guess I'm just going by percentages of what's more likely to happen, which is why we tipped.
That's a solid way to tip.
yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't work 80% of the time. But I think West Coast is too strong. Can get their game going and put us away. I think so.
Yeah,
but if I feel like we can keep up with them for 3.5 quarters.
Yeah, I think we both think it'll be pretty close.
But yeah, if we're at our absolute best, we can win.
Certainly.
Awesome. All right, well, those are our tips for round 9 of the 2015 AFL season. Don't forget to comment your tips as well and share around to your mates so they can put in their tips as well and go up against us. And we're actually going to have a bit of a tally, but we forgot about that this week, so we'll have to do it next week. But not going too well, but it always seems to be the way. But yeah, thanks heaps for sticking around, guys. Don't forget to subscribe as well, and we'll catch us all next time.